We're PHS FalconJAM, and we worked with the Hearing Loss Association of America, located in Bethesda, Maryland. Here is Nancy Macklin, our mentor.
I'm the Director of External Affairs for the Hearing Loss Association of America. HLAA is the leading organization for people with hearing loss. Lisa Hamlin is the Director of Public Policy for HLAA. She spends a lot of time on Capitol Hill and working with government organizations such as the FCC.
And Lisa is also our subject matter expert.
I was born with single-sided deafness, but when I became an adult, I had my own son who got an ear infection. He hears just fine just to this day, but I had an overnight hearing loss of down to 90 dB. And I felt like I had gone deaf. And I thought I was going to work in some sort of film or video production, but decided I needed a change of career. And I went back to school. All of a sudden, school was much harder, not being able to hear and not knowing what accommodations were out there. So I went in with a tape recorder to listen to the professor, and then I'd have to listen to hours with a hearing loss to these tape recordings. It was a painful experience.
Because Lisa can't hear the ding-dong of the HLAA's current doorbell, we decided to construct our own doorbell. Pretty quickly, we came up with an idea. There would be 3 buttons on the doorbell: I'm here for a meeting, I'm here for delivery, and press to record a message. By pressing the first 2, I'm here for a meeting or I'm here for a delivery, it would send a message to the computers in the office. For the third one, it would translate the person's voice at the door from speech to text, and then appear as text on all of the computers at the office. We stuck to this design, but we did go through a lot of hurdles. First, we started out with an Arduino, which is a microcontroller. You can program this using a bunch of commands. It will run the commands and execute what you want it to do. However, we had a lot of problems with Wi-Fi connectivity. Thus, we used a Raspberry Pi. This is a microcomputer and is essentially a small laptop. We originally planned on 3D printing the box for our device, but after the 3D printer broke, we had to make it out of wood. We used an adhesive that wouldn't leave a residue, so we could easily remove and replace the doorbell from the wall. So this is what it looks like when it's turned on. Within 2 minutes, we were able to teach Lisa how to use our device.
This tab over here changes the background and foreground colors.
Okay, I'm going to change the background color first. I think yellow will make it easier to read.
We created the program so you can change the color and font, making it accessible to people with vision impairment or reading disabilities.
So when a client says hello, words are translated in a speech-to-text program, her words are verified, and then sent to the computers in the office. Here's Lisa on the other side receiving messages and sending messages back to the door. Each time we met with the HLAA, it took an average of 2.5 minutes for someone to respond to the door. Because of the two-way messaging in our device, it takes less than 10 seconds to respond. That's 15 times faster.
Normally we have a receptionist, but I do work at night sometimes, and I would come in on the weekends when there was no receptionist. So for me to have an understanding of who comes in the door and whether they need to meet with me, or even if they came to deliver a package for someone else, I could tell somebody, hey, I could have the same information as everyone else. It really levels the playing field. It gives me equal access to everybody else, anyone else here who can hear well.
The bottom line is that without our device, the employees in the office cannot hear the doorbell.
With our device, new doors will be open to equal opportunity in the workplace.
The most recent statistics are that there are 48 million people with hearing loss in the United States. So chances are very good that there's going to be somebody in the workplace or a number of people in the workplace who have a hearing loss, who may not even think about the doorbell. But the doorbell, if you could have that accommodation in the workplace, that would make their lives in many, many places would be a huge benefit.
Throughout our design and building process, we've experienced a lot of ups and downs, and we would like to say a huge thank you to the HLAA for supporting us so much.